follow me on YouTube. I'm famous.
No, I did not. Hold on, you remember? You really remember?
I remember the first day you were up in there, you're quiet.
Yeah.
Your hat was too big for your head.
Yeah.
The do-rag.
What did I say to you?
Yeah. No, you were just looking. You didn't say much. You were just looking around.
But what was our first reaction?
No, Kiana or Key? She said, "Hey, you do YouTube."
Oh yeah. She busted me out.
You're like, "Dang."
Yeah. She busted me out.
I'm busted out.
That's how they knew, Uncle Terry.
I didn't know that. I
Me
mean,
out.
I didn't really care.
The one that Arlen been kind of funny style ever since, huh?
He been funny style ever since. Listen, YouTube, check it out. The day that I met this guy, there's a lot of people hating on him. That's Arlen Cuh, if you guys don't know who he is. Everybody, I was good to him. I was good to him.
He was.
I was good to him. Yeah. Let me clean this up, though. Let me clean this up real quick. I was good to you. Alright, you guys, you see all this hair? You see all this hair?
You see all this hair?
Do you see all this hair? Whoa! Hey, watch yourself. You see all this hair right here? Okay, that's not gonna be in this video. Okay, that's not this tutorial. This tutorial, I did a fire burst taper. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's probably the best burst taper I've ever done on this kid with 360 waves, all right? I'm gonna show you how I do it. Stay tuned.
HustleDreamProduction.
Alright, you guys, so the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you comb the hair first. Alright, lift those waves off of the scalp so that way it'll be easier for you to run that clipper and the hair could easily feed through the teeth of the blade. So my client wanted a 2 on top, so I went ahead and grabbed my 2 guard and put the lever closed. That way it's a true 2 guard. Alright, so I'm running the clipper with the grain, making sure I pay attention to the pattern. And also, the reason why I closed the lever is because if you open the lever, it will be at a 2.5. It's a little higher than a 2. So you always want to pay attention and make sure you listen to the client and give him exactly what he wants, especially when you're dealing with waivers. So my client wanted a burst taper, so the first step I'm going to take is setting in the bald line in a triangle-like shape. I'm using my Babyliss custom skeletons. The reason why they call it custom is because you can basically custom any color that you want on the Babyliss app. But for anybody that feels like it's wrong for me to set in my guidelines with my trimmers, you guys got to think I have a lot of trimmers. I could afford to use these expensive liners to set in my bald line. I'm seasoned. I'm not a beginner, so it's kind of like, you know, I could use whatever I want to use to set in this bald line, and I know how to get them out, being that my clippers are 0 gap. So this is the reason why I use the trimmers instead of, you know, just using the clipper to bald out. There's really no right and wrong way to cut hair, you know what I mean? Whatever guidelines you want to set, however you want to do it, you know, whatever is comfortable for you. I'm just giving you guys the basic fundamentals on how I do my steps. So the next step you want to take is grab your clippers. I grab my Endless Cordless Masters and I have the lever fully open, and notice how I'm using only my corners. Now it may look like I'm using the full blade, but no, I'm using the right side of that corner, and I'm just going right over in a rainbow like shape, going up about a ½ inch, not going up too high, but just making sure I really get that rainbow like shape over the triangle like shape bald line. Now putting on the one guard with the lever open, I'm going up that same ½ inch, kind of scooping out, using my corners as much as possible, brushing the hair down as I go. Also, you want to make sure that you go over that guideline multiple times, that way you could get it to that one guard length. Putting on the two guard with the lever open, I'm clearing out bulk. Here's where you could use the full blade and just run that clipper up, scooping it out, making sure that transition looks nice and smooth. You don't want to worry about it blending just yet. That's what the flick out motion is for, blending down. So just make sure you're cleaning out the bulk as much as possible. So to make sure that bulk area is a lot more smoother and laid down, I'm going to take my one guard with the lever open and I'm going to run it with the grain just on that bulk area to make sure those hairs lay down. So after I'm done laying down that hair, I'm still going to use that same one guard with the lever open to flick out that line between the 1 and the 2, just making sure it runs smoothly. So now putting on the 0 guard with the lever closed, in a flick out motion using only your corners, I'm flicking out that middle line. Now remember, I'm starting below the line, flicking to the line. I'm not trying to bring the fade up. I'm basically using the clipper as a thinning shear to get every other hair. Now keep in mind that this is a burst taper, so you're working inward, outward. What I mean by that is you're kind of working inside the blend instead of like taking away the C cup lineup. You're trying to keep that area dark as possible. That way it could give that burst effect. So sometimes the 0 guard close doesn't work, or not to say that it doesn't work, but sometimes it just doesn't take off enough that you need. So right now I got my lever open and I'm using the same idea, using my corners and using it as a thinning shear, basically getting the little bulk hairs that I see, trying to make this blend as smooth as possible. So right now I have the lever halfway, using my corners, basically working inside of the blend, only taking out that line that I used to set in the bald line. You don't want to touch anything else. Just work in that triangle like shape and try to get it out as much as possible, knowing though that you're not going to actually take out this line with the lever halfway. You know what I mean? It's just to soften it up so you can take it out with the lever fully closed. Now with the lever fully closed in a flick out motion, flick out that bottom line. Remember to work inside only. Do not, take the clipper and work outside of that C cup area, even behind the ears. You want to make sure that there's hair coming around there, so when you line it up, it does give that, around the ear effect, that you can actually line it up around the ears and the C cup. So that's basically what I'm saying about working on the inside. You want to make sure you adjust your lever as you go up. You don't want to just maintain the lever closed the entire time. You got to work and play with your levers as well. So the most important part to doing the blend is actually the detail work. All right, what I like to do is I like to take a look away from the blend, rest my eyes, or you can refer to the mirror. The mirror does not lie. It shows you everything you need to know about the blend, the mistakes, not the mistakes, but the imperfections in your blend. It shows it all. All right, it gives you another perspective on, you know, how to view it. That's why I say, you know, rest your eyes, take a look away from it, because, you know what I mean, your eyes could play trick on you if you keep looking at the blend over and over and over again. So, you know, right now I'm just using my lever open, using my lever closed, using my lever halfway, just to get inside those areas where there's bulk. So when it comes to the back, I use the same exact steps. The only thing that I don't do is triangle shape the guideline. I set in a basic taper for the back. HustleDreamProduction. So after you've done everything that you need to do, the last thing you need to do is freehand trim the top. You can use shears. I like to use my clippers. That's what's comfortable for me. But use anything that you want to basically take down those frizzy hairs up top. This is what sets the waver's haircut off, okay? Pretty much this is what sets any haircut off if you do it right, okay? So just knock down those little hairs with the lever closed. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in the full 360, and they come out looking like,
damn, son, where'd you find this?
YouTube, this is the cut. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, Hustle Dreams Production, that's my brother, he does all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. Make sure y'all go give him a follow. Otherwise, if you guys want to know where you can find any tools that you've seen in this video, links will be in the description below. You guys can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. My Snapchat is Jeezy360 and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360 Jeezy, and I'm out of here. Chill.
HustleDreamProduction.